cut and dry what he said. I'm not doing any interpretation. I'm not trying to say he didn't have the words or the mom didn't do it. The mom was curious on what are you trying to say, and he doubled down. The fact that y'all here gay and assume the absolute. I don't assume. Keep it right there. This is what I mean. Even when people say what's on their mind, y'all decide to create scenarios that people assume the absolute worst. Is odd. I didn't assume the absolute worst. I'm listening to what the person is saying. He doubled down and said facts. If I don't join the community, Mike, I think they need the closed caption version. I don't know. He said what he said. He's a boy, so he can be a lesbian. So I'm assuming shit about him not having the words to express himself properly or clearly. Well, he seemed to express himself clearly when his mom said, huh? And he said facts. Question, what would you do if one of your kids came out to you? I would say, okay. Well, would you support and be an ally to the community? I would be an adult, be able to make that choice if I wanted to be an ally. Or if I just wanted to be an ally to my son or daughter.
But you would encourage them to be themselves.
Absolutely.
You would encourage them to embrace who they are.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But a kid is telling you that he's trying to be convinced to join the community, to be a part of it.
Patrice, and I'm with you, Mike. I don't know what these other people are hearing.
It's right there, Patrice. It's just everybody gets in their bag of feelings because they want to put the super cape on.
You never played the Mike Epps clip. Kamari's here. I want
Come on, Kamari. Let me. We'll play the Mike Epps clip. Kamari got tons of opinions.
Wake up in the morning. It's Thursday time to get your finances together with the Finance Rebel. Let's go.
Ain't no stopping nothing. Ain't no stopping nothing.
Good morning. I don't know what in the world I just walked into, but good morning.
Mike arguing, debating.
I'm not arguing. I'm playing something and people get pissed at what they hear in the video. They don't like it because it should make people uncomfortable. Because if she was trying to convince that child of anything else, we'd be uncomfortable. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to play the Mike Epps joint real quick, and then we can get
Mike. Yeah, Mike saw this felt like last week at this point, and we never got to talk about it. He was sharing a joke that he had to apologize about.
2 days ago, yesterday, 2 days ago, I just seen a brother walking down Sepulveda in Manhattan Beach. He had a suitcase and his 2 kids and his wife. And they was walking, and the wife had a bag, the 2 kids was walking. And I did a U-turn, and I rolled up on, and I said, "What's up, man?" And he said, "Oh, Mike Epps, man." I said, "Where you from, brother?" He said, "Man, I'm from Buffalo, New York." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Man, I had to explain it to you. I'm down on my luck, man. Me and my family ain't got no place to stay, ain't got no food, nothing." I said, "Where was you going?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I was hoping that something like this happened." He said, "Usually I run into people to help me." So they got in the truck, and I said, "Well, you got a hotel or something?" He said, "Yeah, it's a joint on Marine called Some Suites is where we trying to go." And I took him down to the hotel, and I went in there. I asked that lady how much the rooms was. She said the room's $500 a night. So I went and told the dude, I said, "Man, it look like y'all gonna have to keep up in this room. It's $500 a night." I said, "What I could do is pray for y'all." They had some type of convention or something with it. Whatever I told them, "Look here." The kids was looking at me like, "Yeah." I said, "Kids, I'm sorry." I said, "Y'all daddy gonna have to do better." I said, "I want to feel bad for you and the mother, but the daddy seemed like," because you know what the daddy started saying to him? "I got a business that I'm trying to."
So go ahead, you get ended there. So he did Kamar, he does that, right? I'm watching it. I saw it. I'm in hysterics. I'm like, Mike, that is hilarious. he catches so much backlash off of the fucking joke that he literally has to make an apology and go, what is wrong? I'm a comedian. Things were getting a little tight in the room. So I did this story and it was hilarious. Then Dion Cole, the host, he has to come on and say, what is wrong with y'all? The man saw that the room, we were talking about some deep stuff, and he did what a comedian does. He told the story and executed it with perfection. It was perfect the way he executed it. And he had to apologize. Like, dude, what's wrong with y'all? There's a pedophile ring around the world. There's an administration. There are people who are literally sucking the blood out of babies' fetuses, and you got the nerve to want Mike Epps to apologize because he cracked the joke on some shit.
Times is hard. Homeless people out there need help, family help. He got it. He should be able to afford a couple nights.
It's called selective outrage. That's what it is, right? And I mean, listen, I grew up with a lot of comedians. D. Lee, Ray, Mike. Yeah, like, so I understand the mind of a comedian to a certain degree, right? Hey, the way he executed that was perfect. Like, boom, boom. The setup was classic. And then he hit you with that left turn, that left hook. And I ain't mad at him. I wouldn't pay for somebody getting $500 a night comfort either. I'm not mad at him. But it was a joke. Like, it was a joke. We don't even know if it was real. Like, it was. I
think he said it was fake. It wasn't even a real story. It was fake. He apologized. It was a fake story he made up.
But you know what, though? Mike's wrong for apologizing. Dion Cole was wrong for apologizing, in my opinion, right? I think the beauty of Dave Chappelle is he says what he wants to say. He's like, if you don't like it, F y'all. Move on. Well, it was a joke.
In fairness to Dion Cole and Mike Epps, the way they apologized, it wasn't like an apology. They were like, what are y'all talking about?
No, it was a joke. I saw Dion Cole's. I didn't see Mike Epps, but I'll be like, get over it.
Like, like, do you know, like, why are we trying to censor each other? Like, why are we trying to stop people from? First of all, I know there are people who seriously took this seriously, and your intellect is at a negative point at this point. For you to think that if you can't see the joke in that, and you can't see the setup in it, I mean, how hard did Dion Cole have to laugh before you realize they both realized that this was a joke? Right. Mike knew from the beginning, and Dion Cole realized it. You ain't got to be an expert or a historian in comedy. You just got to have a sense of humor.
It's just fun. But I think, and y'all cut the clip off, right? Because I felt there were some gems that Mike dropped after that when he said, I got a business I'm working on. And, because there's a lot of people saying, I got a business I'm working on. I won't go to work. I won't do what I got to do to make sure my family's good until my thing takes off. And so we'll all suffer. And so I think there was something to that because there are a lot of people in that spot.
Goodness God. Anyway, other than people grooming people to be gay, I'm playing.
There you go.
I'm not playing.
I don't think you can really groom somebody to be gay though, but
you want to see? You want to see?
No.
I saw it. The mom wasn't saying he had to be gay.
Oh, don't. You want
to see it? You sure? You want to see the clip? You want to see the
clip? He's itching. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
You want to see? Go
ahead, Mike.
No, he ain't up there again. We know, Mike. We know.
Lady Q about to bust in that room.
Like not again.
To be LGBT? No, I think she's what I want to be, but
Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead. Keep talking. Say what you're saying.
My mom doesn't matter if I am gay or lesbian or any of that. She doesn't care. All she cares about is that I'm a part of it. And if I'm not a part of it, she'll try to convince me to join it. Cause
What are you saying right now?
Facts.
That I would convince you to join what?
The LGBTQIA+ community.
The fact that he said it so smooth is very impressive, though.
So that was I mean, you requested it. I ain't play it because I wanted to play it. You requested it.
Okay. Okay.
And that would be rude for somebody. You take time out your busy day to cut. And if you request something, if there's another clip you need me to play, you just let me know. There's something else you need me to play.
I do have something else. I do have something else I need you to play, but I'll send it to Jay. Cue it up.
Yeah, send it to Jay.
You send it in the chat, and I can play it from the chat.
Okay.
If it's a link.
Send it up. Come on, Kamari.
Yep.
It's request a clip day. Request a clip day. And here, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend. Kamari, our tax expert, PhillyTaxTeam.com. If you got questions, you want to set up an appointment for him to help you out and lead you down the right path on how to handle your taxes the organized way, not the underhanded way, not him trying to do something that might get you in trouble in the long run. He will do the official, by the board, above table, all that good stuff. If he wants to request a damn video, what video you need us to play today, Kamari?
I'm sending it right now.
Send the video. Come on, let's play some sending the video music. Let's play some sending the video music. We need some sending the video music right now. There we go. I wish I would deny one of our guests. We had a tremendous guest on yesterday, DJ Chaotic. He has a book called It Had to Happen. Speaks about the struggles.
That was an awesome interview, yo. That was so awesome.
Appreciate you. This music is playing right now, courtesy of WokeUpInspired.com. If you want to get your t-shirts, hoodies, you can get that merch right there. He's an idiot. What's the bottom of the bottle?
It could be for Trump. It could be whoever. It's just a Statue of Liberty saying he's an idiot.
Yes.
It could be for Michael Sean for his thoughts. Like it could be.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that shirt. Listen, I'm jealous of Lady Q. She's dope. I've been wanting to start.
Easy.
If you want to wear that shirt to represent male chauvinists that show their male chauvinist traits every day on the show, wear it for Jay Black. Go ahead.
Male chauvinists.
If he believes that women can't have the capability of fixing stuff around the house and need a house.
Here's a clip for Kamari. We're ready.
Go, Kamari. Let's go, Kamari. Let's get it.
And stories are being erased, and the culture is being totally defunded. So we're responding the only way it makes sense, with our dollars and with our presence. On Saturday, February 28th, we're showing up to the African American Museum of Philadelphia for a cash mob, supporting the institution and Afrofuturism, along with a live conversation about the future of Black philanthropy. This isn't just an event. This is community economics in motion. 100% of the tickets go to the African American Museum of Philadelphia. We're talking law, tax strategy, Bitcoin, real estate, investing overall, and of course, Black culture. Because protecting Black history means to fund Black institutions. So pull up, bring somebody with you, share this with somebody else. We're going to spend with a purpose. Remember to register at PhillyCashMob.com.
I'm a leader right there, PhillyCashMob.com.
All right, so it goes down Friday. It's going to happen PhillyCashMob.com. If you can't make it down there, you can donate.
It's Saturday night. Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. I'm sorry. This Saturday.
This Saturday.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. Well, I don't know what So what is going on with Syfe today? Is there a medication that he hasn't taken? Is there something?
Philly cops go through a lot, Mike. They go through a lot.
Yeah, they go through a lot. Then they come home to the enemy. I don't know. I mean, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Yo, because he's married to a white woman.
No. That's
he
not
said
it.
He doesn't come home to the enemy. Yo, what are we
not what
doing?
I meant, Go. That's not what I meant.
Who he coming home to the enemy? Who's the enemy in his house?
He was talking about remember we had a conversation about women being a man's piece. He even said it.
Somebody had a question.
All right, somebody has a question. Speaking of Bitcoin, do you think the price is going down because of Epstein or the 4-year cycle?
4-year cycle.
4-year cycle. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more about the 4-year cycle. But also Bitcoin has a time it runs and then it falls, then it runs, then it falls, right? So I'm not scared. I think Bitcoin's going to continue to run. It's definitely not the Epstein files. The government and pretty much the world doesn't care about the victims. And so I think it's more about the stock market's at an all-time high. People tend to follow craze and trends. So a lot of people are selling out of Bitcoin going into the stock market. So it's just all about asset recycling. That's all.
So you don't think it has anything to do with the emails stating that Epstein had something to do with the creation of Bitcoin?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, not really.
Do you think people should be nervous because if he had something to do with the Bitcoin, that somehow or another this thing could evaporate at some point, that everything could just, if it all comes to be that he's
no.
Okay.
No. There's too many nodes around the world. There's so many people using it. It's pretty much set in place.
It was a joke. Ashabu was talking about Mike Epps, who is homeless and wants you to drive him or his family to a $500 a night hotel. Because I'm not taking my wife to a $500 a night hotel.
You wouldn't take your wife to a $500 a night hotel?
No, we can go to the Marriott. The Marriott is nice. We ain't got to be on the top floor. We ain't got to be on the top floor.
Using that joint account, maybe.
First of all, how you know I'm taking that person? Well, okay. Anyway, I don't believe Epstein has nothing to do with either. But that's what some people are saying.
Yeah, some people are saying a lot of stuff, right? But
he still don't believe the Epstein.
What are the facts, which we don't know? But listen, worst case scenario, let's say he is. It actually has value and purpose. So I wouldn't walk away from it. Listen, there are a lot of racists who did a lot of crazy things, and we use some of their stuff to this day. This platforms that we're using right now, a lot of times they are being used to be anti-Black. So, but we still use them.
All right, Jay Black, you got a tax question because I know you're the one all into these taxes. Also, I'm gonna show some more videos to Kamar and see what his opinion is. If you got some
tax season, it's always a tax
some other
Kamar, like what is, without saying the last issue, the person that you might have did some taxes for this year, like give us something that they were confused about that you had to educate them on because there may be something similar that other people may not be aware of.
I just spent a bunch of time with a client of mine who has a big tax bill, or what they would consider a big tax bill, because they are a real estate investor and they did some flips. So they got property that they own that they rent out, and they will find property that is undervalued and fix it up and then put it on the market, and they had a pretty good year.
Okay.
So I've been dealing with that. I'm just understanding the mechanics. He doesn't like accounting. I shouldn't have said he. I should have said they, but I messed it up. He doesn't like accounting.
Next, you say the name. Good.
No, I'm not going to say the name. I never talk about my clients unless they talk about themselves. He doesn't understand accounting. He would rather me take a lot of shortcuts, but that's not the standard way of doing things. And then so he's like, why do you have to do this? Why can't you take the numbers from the HUD sheet? And for those in the audience that don't know what a HUD sheet is, a HUD sheet is the paper you get at settlement when you buy property that lists all the fees, the mortgage, the earnest money, which is the down payment money that you put down, the money paid toward the listing agent, the selling agent. There's a lot of fees in there. So some of them are tax deductible, some of them are not. And so, just breaking that all down to him. Letting him know that I can't just take what's on the HUD. I actually need to know what you're doing throughout the process, because it's basically 3 stages when dealing with a flip. You got your acquisition phase, when you get the piece of land or house. What are you going to do to renovate it, fix it up? So that's the holding phase, right? Renovation phase. And then you got a selling phase. And all 3 of those phases have separate expenses that you need to know in order to fill out your tax return.
And he wants you to cut corners. He basically wants you to cut corners, and you're not willing to cut corners because you're honorable. You're very honorable.
Dem Dollar said Virgin Mobile CEO is a pedophile. I'm sure people still going on those cruises, but is that? But this is my point. If you're still going on the cruises, how the fuck do you have outrage about it then?
Because he deserves a vacation too.
Here we go.
But anyway, all right. I got another question.
Did y'all plan that? Did y'all plan that?
No.
There we go. No. This is why they're not scared of us. This is why they're not scared of us.
That is true.
They don't care because they don't have to care. Because the repercussions are never going to be there. I deserve a cruise.
I work hard. I work hard.
I don't care if they're taking
Respect.
fetuses and they're doing what they're doing. I don't care if
I
there's a
need my
whole
peace of mind to
platform.
do.
Yeah, I need to. But there's no way I can.
I don't care about Kaepernick. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
I don't care. I mean, shit. I know I could probably relax somewhere else, but I'm gonna go on this cruise because I need it and it's nice. And they've told me that the only way I can relax is by being on a cruise.
Wait, I got a question about these businesses. Say if there's
I got a question about your moral integrity. I got a question about your moral integrity.
No, I ain't. Hey.
Or lack thereof.
So you got a business. They say a business should be profitable when you start a new business within 5 years, something like that. Say if you're in your 5th year, you had steady upcline growth, but your 5th year you took a dip and didn't make as much. Like, is it frowned upon by the IRS going into that next year to say, well, it's not a hobby? Like, how do you? I want to make sure that that person is covered, because if you start in a business, you're not truly successful. That could be a problem, and it could discourage you from continuing your business. You know, like, is there a certain dollar amount you need to see? Like, they want to look at you 20% positive growth in income. Like, how does that look year to year when you start hitting that 5th year as a new business owner?
None of that matters. What matters is, are you looking to be profitable? Are you running a business? Running a business doesn't mean you're profitable. It means you're trying to be profitable. That is a standard that the IRS is looking for when they're looking at your taxes to say, oh, this is a hobby. This does it for fun. He doesn't want to make profit. He doesn't want to make it a real business.
How do you look at that and know that, though? How do you look at that and know?
I could. When you look at numbers and you look at businesses all the time, you can tell when somebody's serious and when somebody isn't.
Give me a clue. Give me one. Give me something that's like a red flag. Blah, blah, they BS and this is a hobby. Like, give me one hint.
Okay. They sell water on the corner. They sell Amway. They sell the latest vitamin release. They sell something, all kinds of stuff on their social media.
Random individuals.
And they never really focus on anything.
Okay.
And they're at every party and every cookout. But they never got nothing to sell when they at those parties and cookouts.
I got you. Yeah. They clearly up to something. Okay. All right. So I just want to make sure a struggling business owner out there, if y'all got your business going and you may not be where you want to be, you're not on Shark Tank yet. You're not, you're not flipping this and you ain't there yet, but yet you're trying to get there. So it's okay to keep going.
Whether it's serious or not. What if it's serious or not, Kamari, as long as you're paying your taxes on it, do they give a damn if it's serious or not, as long as you pay the taxes that you have to pay?
So yes and no, because it's a different classification. So Jay said the key word, hobby. So a business, the IRS will say, hey, you're not really in business. You're trying to write off all these things, but you're not really in business, because you get different write-offs when you're a business versus when you're a hobby.
A write-off.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, think about it like this, right? Amazon started in 1994.
In a garage.
They were not profitable until about 2001-ish. Right. And then a lot of people always say Amazon didn't pay any taxes because they had write-offs. Right. So it doesn't necessarily mean that, well, let me back up. Just because you are making money doesn't necessarily mean you're successful in business. Just because you're losing money doesn't necessarily mean you're successful in business. It all depends on what you got going on. And again, for IRS purposes, they want to see that you are intentional or trying to be intentional about making profit. And again, that doesn't always mean you're making money. And I know that's probably convoluted and all kinds of weird and gray area is for a lot of people.
Can you file for extensions now if you know you're not going to be able to get your taxes done by the deadline?
Yes, I'm actually doing it now.
Okay, so you can file right now for an extension.
You can file right now. And
how much does the extension? How much does the extension cost?
It depends on where you go, right? So I'm actually going to start implementing charging my clients for extensions because some of them just like to delight. But normally, I'll tell you what I used to do. I didn't charge anything. It was just part of the overall service. However, you will have some tax professionals who might charge $50, $100, so forth and so on when you have to file an extension.
Damn. Okay. I mean, I get it. You filing for extensions, got to cost something. Like I think you really have no choice but to file than to actually charge somebody, because you got to execute the extension. So it's taking your time.
Yeah.
It takes your time to make it happen. I don't see anything wrong. I don't think it should be $200, but I'm not in anybody's pockets. I know H&R Block is highway robbery. What they do.
There are people out here charging people to file EIN numbers, and here's the gag: EIN numbers are free. You can get an EIN number for free from the IRS, but people charge for that. Drives me crazy, but people do it.
And the EIN number is for, what is that for?
So EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. Employer Identification Number, and that's the number businesses get. So they basically start business. When you get a LLC or a corporation, you are assigned a EIN number. EIN number is like a social security number for a business.
Oh, right.
Cypher said he made $20,000 in overtime last year. Is that enough?
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Is that enough to be non-taxable?
I would have to look at the numbers. I believe the threshold is, I think, 150,000. Because here's the thing, with the taxes, with the overtime, if you make over a certain amount of money, you don't necessarily qualify for it. So it's going to depend on how much you made. Because the more you make, I believe 150 is the cap of the amount you can make to get the deduction for the overtime. And I believe the deduction is 25,000.
Does it answer your question, Cypher?
Cypher's working at overtime. Cypher probably made like 500,000, making more than the mayor.
I'm so glad that my taxes are done. Yeah, I get mine done next week. Kamar, I would have been. If I ain't been going to the same guy since 2000, I would have been with you. But
no, you don't gotta make no excuse. Listen, personal finance is personal, right? And so me and you have been friends for over 40 years, probably at this point.
Yeah.
And some people don't want everybody knowing your business.
I don't care if you know mine.
No. What I'm saying is, I understand that. Listen, at the end of the day, when you're doing business with a human being, not some forms or some papers. And so you got to be able to understand like what they're going through and what they're thinking about. So I'm not mad at that. Not mad at it at all.
So you be looking at what people make and judging them?
Me? No, I don't judge anybody.
Oh.
Well, that's not true. I do judge some people. I judge some people because I have some clients who make, let's say, $300,000 a year and you got $3,000 in the bank now. Like, what in the F are you doing?
You said they make $300,000 a year and don't have $300,000 in the bank?
Don't have 3,000. They do
don't have 3,000.
Yes.
So you're making real money and don't have any savings, and well, that's the typical life though, right? We all check the check in certain aspects. You got a couple of dollars, but you
don't have to be.
It takes a lot of discipline. People want to live a certain lifestyle.
Listen, either you want to comply and do what our enemy wants you to do, or you want to do what will benefit you and your family and your community best. It's really that clear. But sadly, people don't want to make sacrifices.
What lifestyle are you talking about, Jay? I just want to know what lifestyle you talking about.
Well, he's saying he got clients that make $300,000 a year, but don't got $3,000 in the bank. And I was like, well, some people, they live based off of what they make because they want that certain look. They want that lifestyle. So the more money you make, then you get the better car. You get the better house. You buy more appliances. You buy more jewelry. You're taking more trips. You're doing more because you're making more. A lot of us do that. We don't look at, a lot of people, Mike, don't look at I'm making more, but I'm gonna still live the same humble lifestyle. No,
it's not about. I just have a problem with this lifestyle shit that we spend so much money on shit just so people can look at us.
What's the line from Fight Club?
What?
We buy shit that we don't need for people who don't like us.
That's exactly it. Like I don't get this lifestyle. I don't get it anymore. And you know what? I can't say this. I have spent money on lifestyle. But when I was making money, I didn't fall into the trap of overextending myself because I needed to have a certain type of car, or I needed to have I was running around in a Mitsubishi Galant. Like I don't get the lifestyle. I'm tired of that excuse.
Did you have 20, 30,000 in your savings just chilling?
Yes, I have more than that. I have more than that.
And so you were living humbly.
No, it wasn't humbly. I was still taking the kids to Disney.
Okay.
Like it's just this obsession of just getting more and more and more and more of shit that you already have, and then you think, well, I'm gonna upgrade the shit that I already have. if the shit that you already have is doing you fine, what was the upgrade for?
You want to spoil yourself because you deserve it.
Yeah, but the only reason you think you're spoiling yourself is so other people can see it.
Or maybe you just like luxury stuff. Maybe you just want to go get the new bag. A lot of women, they want that Louis bag for themselves, not for other people.
All right, but forget about what those people want. What do you want? What do you want when you get 80 years old, 70 years old? Do you want to leave a legacy? Do you want to be a burden to your children? Do you want to have enough money to take care of yourself for the, reasonably? Or do you just want to ball till you fall? YOLO.
Get him, Kamar. Get him.
What do you want, Jay?
See, me personally, no. Obviously, I want to retire and chill.
Well, not you. Not you.
Yeah, you just saying in general. I get. Yeah, Mike tried to make something coming at me. Like, no,
I specifically said, what the fuck? Why does this?
There's a lot of people that live above their means. If it ain't broke, don't replace it. But I do at the same time get wanting to treat yourself. If I right now want to buy 4 pairs of sneakers, if I don't buy myself nothing, I should be able to go buy.
That shit's a trap though.
But I should be able to go buy. I want some different colors. I want to get these.
So here's the thing.
The summertime is coming. I want to start getting my.
Now you just trigger me, bro. I hear that dumb shit all the time. I work hard. I should be able to treat myself. I should be able to go away. I should be able to go out. Yes, you should be. And guess what? You should be broke, and you are. And then so if you don't want anything better for yourself, then that's what you're going to have. Anything great, anything outside the norm, anything that is going to make you better is going to take sacrifice. That's why when you go into the hospital, a lot of times,
85-inch TV. If I got a 65, I can't just splurge and get me 85-inch TV because that's what I want.
You can, but when you 85 degrees broke, then go ahead. When it's negative 85 outside and you ain't got no heat on, go right ahead.
No, but I should say
if you want to be a greeter, if you want to be a greeter at Walmart when you're 85, go right ahead. And no diss to them. No diss to them. But listen, in life, your choices matter.
And this is what I just want to say this about the 85-inch TV. It's not about the 85-inch TV. It's when your mindset is about everything you have. And what you start doing is you start working simply to upgrade everything you have because you think you deserve it. And what winds up happening as you spend more time working to pay for the shit that you think you deserve. So you spend less quality time in your life, and you spend more time working just to pay for the shit that you like, I deserve. You deserve to actually enjoy life.
So I want everybody to buy this book and read this book. You can get it on Audible. It's not a commercial, but this is a really simple book. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. Put it up again. The Richest Man in Babylon.
The Richest Man in Babylon. Okay.
Right. And so there's a lot of gems. There's a lot of wisdom in this book. One thing is you should make slaves out of your money. And no, we're not talking about actual physical slaves, right? But we're saying make your money do the work. And then so if you're not thinking about making your money do the work, you're already behind the game. So a lot of this is mindset. And so if you believe you need that 85-inch, or you need those new J's, or you need whatever, new car, whatever, and you don't have, let's say, 6 months of savings to sustain yourself just in case you lose your job or the world falls apart and you need money, you're working backwards. You're working backwards. But in this book, a couple of things they talk about. A part of everything you earn is yours to keep. Meaning, every time you get paid, you should pay yourself. Jay, did you invest your $10 this week?
Yes,
Roll
I
call.
did. Yes, I did.
We need proof.
Yes,
Mike,
I did.
Is it still on auto invest?
I believe him.
You believe him? That's part of the reason why I'm telling you to do that. It's low. It's low. It's not hard to do, right? But the question is, what do you want to be when you get older? And you have to start planning for that today. You got to reward your future self today. Because, Jay, we about the same age. We both 50-ish, 49 and a half-ish. Where do you want to be 20 years from now? Where do you want to be?
When I'm 80, I want my wife to look like Angela Bassett, Debbie Allen, or Lynn Whitfield. That's what Ant want when he get older. He want his wife.
Listen, Ant's rich, so he'll be able to afford to pay for that.
Cool on Lynn.
You say you cool on Lynn Whitfield? You want to look like that?
I'm cool on Lynn.
They're all beautiful black women.
No, they are. No, they are. They
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Remember he hit the auto
But
by accident.
that's the question. What do you want? Do you want to leave? Listen, by the time we get out of here, right? When I say out of here, meaning like there are no more tomorrows, there are no more summers. What do you want to leave behind? Because everybody leaves behind a legacy.
I want to leave behind an 85-inch TV. Because
Okay.
I got a 65 and I've been holding out buying an 85, and I'm like, I deserve an 85. Like, why can't I have an 85?
I'm saying, wait,
listen. Now, listen. When you get that 85, make sure you get a picture around
I
it.
might even.
And when they put you in your casket, or if you want to get cremated, make sure they add that in with you too.
But just because the 65 work, if I want a bigger TV to watch the Eagles or watch my sports, and like, I deserve that.
But stop using this word, you deserve. You want. You don't deserve. You want an 85-inch.
I've been holding out.
This whole thing is guys are getting to be like we're starting to be influenced by our significant others. I'm not talking about Lady Q, but about how women, I deserve. You don't deserve shit. You just want it.
Okay, can we do a quick exercise real quick?
I do need to call that plumber. Yeah, I know it. Wasting money on the
TV. You need to call that plumber. He went about 85-inch and he got a plumbing problem.
How much is the plumber? I mean,
I don't know because I
don't know. I don't know about the plumber, and a man asking another man about a plumber might be a little suspect. but seriously, how much is the 85-inch screen TV?
Oh, I don't even know. It was just something that's been on my mind. Like, I think I want a bigger TV.
All right, can somebody in the audience Google 85-inch TV?
Oh, I can Google
just curious.
But I need all the bells and whistles, though. I need
all the bells and whistles, the picture.
Yeah.
You need the surround sound and all that.
And I might even do 95, depending on the price difference. 85-inch Samsung. Let's see what this TV costs. That's $1,000.
It's $1,000.
Yeah, so $700 at Walmart. So anywhere between.
Let's stick with $1,000, right? Okay. So how much would it take if you had, let's say, a bunch of what's called dividend stocks? You know what dividend stocks are, Jay?
Enlighten for the people that may not know.
So dividend stocks are, most stocks are companies, right? They represent a company. Now they pay out a dividend, which is a piece of their profit. And then so if you have the dividend stocks invested, they will then pay you the money to buy your TV. That's the point I'm getting at. And so Ann already knew where I was going at. So he said, if you have roughly $8,000, what stock are we looking at, Ann, or ETF?
Approximately 8,000, he's saying.
Yeah. So if you put away $8,000, that'll start paying you a monthly or yearly income of probably $1,000.
Got his shirt on.
Got my shirt on.
You gotta go to work.
Gotta go to my high-paying gig, y'all.
So if it was $1,000, right? Let's just say you got to put $10,000 away. If you put $10,000 away, that'll pay you $1,000 a month for life. Would that be
look better? At it like that, and that's guaranteed.
I wouldn't say guaranteed, but it will fluctuate up and down.
Hey, y'all keep going, because I got to get out of here. March 14th, get the comedy show tickets, Elite Social Club. Go to Eventbrite, put in Michael Sean's birthday comedy show. Kamari, thank you. I just got to go to this high-paying job. Y'all continue on. I will see y'all.
We're about to wrap it up too.
Tomorrow is Friday. No, continue on because Kamari's killing it. Go ahead. Tomorrow morning, I'll see y'all. All right, y'all.
All right. So yeah, just guaranteed money. I just like to invest in stuff that I know I'm going to make money on. So that'd be what my thought is.
I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, right? Because it's in the stock market. And the stock market goes up and down. So if I say guaranteed, that's illegal and I might get sued. This is not investment advice, y'all. This is just what I do in my real life.
So next week, find something that has a high probability of being successful that everyone should look into. Not guarantee, but something that has high risk, low reward, low risk and high reward, something like that.
So look what Ann just said, S&P 500 for starters, right?
Okay.
And so that $10 I have you do every week goes into what's called VOO. I believe it's VOO.
VOO, yep.
And that tracks the S&P 500. And then so
it does say S&P 500. Okay.
Yeah, if you do enough of those $10 a week, you could then have your investments paid for your TV.
Well, I see it's up. So it is up. I have a positive gain for sure, double digits. So
just imagine if you stop buying TVs and you put more money into your stock, then you can get more TVs later on. It'll pay for itself, and then you ain't gotta work for it.
True.
Your money is working for itself. That's it in a nutshell. Make your money work for you.
All right, so talk about your event. We're getting out of here. So you got Cash Mob, PhillyCashMob.com. Talk about it this Saturday, right?
Yep,
you ain't
this
got nothing to
Saturday.
do. You want to get educated.
Right, so yeah, absolutely. So we're raising money for the African American Museum of Philadelphia because we know history is under attack. We see what the federal administrations are doing. We saw what they're doing here in Philadelphia with the president's house and tearing down that enslaved monument there. So we said, hey, let's start supporting our institutions, our Black-owned institutions that have been here forever, at least 50 years, right? So there is an exhibit by Ruth E. Carter. If y'all don't know about her, look her up. She is the costume designer for Wakanda, Sinners, a bunch of Spike Lee movies. Her stuff is super, super dope. So we're going to look at that exhibit, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have a conversation about Black philanthropy. Now, a lot of people don't realize what Black philanthropy is, but a lot of stuff that happens around Black people, all because of Black people have been giving, like Progress Plaza. They gave to make sure Progress Plaza got built. The Black Panthers were Black philanthropists, right? If you think about it, they never had that label, but that's exactly what they were. And so just want to expand on that conversation. Hopefully you can come out, Jay.
All right, this Saturday, yes. I ain't been down to Philly Art Museum in a long time anyway. So
this isn't the Philly Art Museum. This is the African American.
Yes. I just say Philly, but African American art. Yes. All right, this Saturday, Kamari and his team will be down there. Please support it if you can. Mike will be back tomorrow. We out. Tomorrow's Friday. Maybe Fearless Fridays tomorrow. Who knows?
And that last thing, if you can't make it out, just go to PhillyCashMob.com and you can do a donation. All the money is going to go towards the museum.
That's dope. Good call.
Thank you, sir.
Black History Month. All right, we out. Later.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also